Welcome to Unknown Thoughts. Today we explore cases where killers unknowingly reveal their guilt during interrogation. Let's dive into the minds of these criminals and the pivotal moments when they slip up. The interrogation room is a place where the truth often comes to light, not through direct confession, but through subtle cues and unintentional admissions. Detectives are trained to pick up on these small details, using their skills to piece together the puzzle of a suspect's guilt. In this episode, we'll examine several cases where the pressure of the interrogation room led to unexpected revelations. From nervous habits to contradictory statements, we'll see how these killers inadvertently exposed their true selves. Join us as we delve into the psychology behind these moments, understanding what drives a person to reveal their darkest secrets. Stay tuned as we uncover the hidden truths in the interrogation room, where every word and gesture can be a clue to solving the case. Our first case is about Michael Turner, suspected of murdering his business partner. Michael was a well-known figure in the business community, and his sudden involvement in such a heinous crime shocked everyone who knew him. The crime scene was meticulously examined, and all evidence pointed towards a premeditated act. The police were under immense pressure to solve the case quickly due to its high-profile nature. Michael appeared calm and cooperative during his initial questioning, which made the detective's job even more challenging. He answered all questions with a composed demeanor, showing no signs of nervousness or guilt. His calmness was almost unsettling, as if he had rehearsed his responses. The detectives knew they had to be meticulous in their approach to catch any inconsistencies in his story, but his composure would soon betray him. During the interrogation, Michael made a critical error. While recounting his version of events, he inadvertently mentioned a specific detail about the location of the murder weapon. This was a detail that had not been released to the public, and only the perpetrator could have known about it. The detectives immediately picked up on this slip-up. Listen carefully as Michael inadvertently mentions the location of the murder weapon, a detail not released to the public. The detectives' ears perked up, and they exchanged knowing glances. This was the breakthrough they had been waiting for. They knew they had to act quickly to capitalize on Michael's mistake. Detectives immediately recognized the significance of Michael's statement and pressed him further, leading to a full confession. They began to ask more pointed questions, focusing on the details surrounding the murder weapon. Michael, realizing his mistake, started to falter. His previously calm demeanor began to crack, and he became visibly anxious. The detectives continued to press him, and eventually the weight of his guilt became too much for him to bear. Michael's slip-up was the key to solving the case, securing his conviction. His confession provided the final piece of the puzzle, and the evidence gathered at the crime scene corroborated his admission of guilt. The case was closed, and Michael was sentenced to life in prison. This case serves as a reminder of the importance of attention to detail in criminal investigations. Even the smallest slip-up can lead to a breakthrough and ultimately justice being served. Next, we examine the perplexing case of Sarah Brooks, a seemingly ordinary woman accused of the unthinkable, poisoning her neighbor. The incident sent shockwaves through the quiet community, leaving everyone questioning how such a tragedy could occur. Sarah, a local librarian known for her kindness, maintained her innocence from the very beginning. She claimed she had no motive or opportunity to commit such a heinous act. Her calm demeanor and consistent statements initially made it difficult for the authorities to pin the crime on her. However, as the interrogation progressed, the pressure began to mount. The detectives, skilled in their craft, knew that even the most composed individuals could crack under the right circumstances. Sarah, despite her best efforts, made a critical mistake that would change the course of the investigation. Pay close attention as Sarah, in a moment of unguarded vulnerability, slips up. She provides a timeline that directly conflicts with her initial alibi. This seemingly minor detail did not go unnoticed by the sharp-eyed detectives. The detectives quickly seized upon the inconsistency. They pressed Sarah further, their questions becoming more pointed and relentless. The room's tension was palpable as Sarah struggled to maintain her composure. Each question chipped away at her defenses, leading her closer to an inevitable breakdown. Finally, under the weight of the relentless questioning, Sarah's facade crumbled. She inadvertently confessed, her words unraveling the carefully constructed defense she had maintained. The unintended confession was the turning point. sealing her fate and resulting in her conviction. The case of Sarah Brooks serves as a stark reminder of how even the smallest slip-up can have monumental consequences in the pursuit of justice. Her story is a testament to the power of skilled interrogation and the fragility of human composure under pressure. Our final case involves David Thompson, a man who had been under the radar for quite some time. He was suspected of a series of home invasions and murders that had left the community in a state of fear and uncertainty. The police had been working tirelessly to gather enough evidence to bring him to justice, but David was a cunning individual who knew how to cover his tracks well. David was confident and cocky, thinking he had covered all his tracks. He believed that his meticulous planning and execution of the crimes had left no room for error. His demeanor in the interrogation room was one of arrogance, as if he was untouchable. He smirked at the detectives, convinced that they had nothing on him. But as the interrogation progressed, David's overconfidence became his downfall. He couldn't resist revealing a crucial detail that would ultimately lead to his undoing. It was a moment of carelessness, a slip of the tongue that he would come to regret. Watch as David casually mentions a specific piece of jewelry stolen from one of the crime scenes. This piece of jewelry was a family heirloom, something that held significant sentimental value to the victim's family. It was a detail that had never been disclosed to the public, a fact known only to the investigators and the victim's family. David's mention of this jewelry was a glaring red flag to the detectives. The detectives immediately focused on this slip-up. They knew they had found the chink in David's armor. The atmosphere in the interrogation room shifted dramatically. David's confidence quickly faded as the questioning intensified. The detectives pressed him harder, probing for more details, and David began to unravel. His once cocky demeanor was replaced with a look of panic and desperation. David's revealing detail was the breakthrough needed to link him to the crimes. The detectives were able to use this information to piece together the puzzle, connecting David to the series of home invasions and murders. The evidence was overwhelming, and David had no choice but to confess. His arrest and subsequent conviction brought a sense of relief to the community, knowing that the man responsible for the heinous crimes was finally behind bars. This case serves as a reminder that even the most meticulous criminals can make mistakes, and that justice will ultimately prevail. The community's reaction to David's arrest was one of collective relief and gratitude. Residents who had lived in fear for months could finally breathe easy, knowing that the threat had been neutralized. Interviews with relieved residents highlighted the impact of the police's hard work and dedication. The sense of safety and security was restored, and the community could begin to heal from the trauma inflicted by David's crimes. The detectives involved in the case were commended for their perseverance and keen investigative skills. A press conference held by the police department showcased the teamwork and determination that led to David's capture. The case was a testament to the power of thorough investigation and the importance of never underestimating the smallest details. As the evidence was meticulously cataloged and presented in court, it became clear just how crucial David's slip-up had been. The smallest detail, a seemingly insignificant mention of a piece of jewelry, had unraveled his entire facade. The case serves as a powerful reminder that in the world of crime and justice, no detail is too small to be overlooked. With David behind bars, the community could finally move forward. The sight of children playing in the park, families enjoying their time together, and the overall sense of normalcy returning was a testament to the resilience of the human spirit. The case of David Thompson will forever be remembered as a victory for justice and a lesson in the importance of vigilance and perseverance. Thank you for joining us on Unknown Thoughts. These cases show how even the smallest slip can unravel the biggest lies. Subscribe to Unknown Thoughts for more intriguing cases. The interrogation room is a place where the truth often comes to light, where the guilty and the innocent alike face the weight of their actions. It's a space where the psychological battle between the interrogator and the suspect unfolds, revealing the complexities of human behavior. Each case we've explored highlights the delicate dance of questioning, the subtle cues, and the strategic pauses that can lead to a confession. The smallest details, a twitch, a hesitation, can be the key to unlocking the truth. The art of interrogation is not just about asking questions. It's about understanding the human psyche, reading between the lines, and knowing when to press and when to pull back. These moments of confession are often the culmination of hours, sometimes days, of meticulous questioning and observation. The satisfaction of uncovering the truth is a testament to the skill and perseverance of those who seek justice. But it's also a reminder of the gravity of the situation, the lives affected, and the importance of every word spoken in that room. As we conclude this journey through the interrogation room, we hope you've gained a deeper understanding of the intricate dance between truth and deception. Time is a crucial element in these investigations, and every second counts when it comes to uncovering the truth. Thank you for joining us on Unknown Thoughts. These cases show how even the smallest slip can unravel the biggest lies. Subscribe to Unknown Thoughts for more intriguing cases and insights into the world of criminal investigations. Until next time, stay curious and keep questioning.